Hi guys, and welcome in the Houten show in Netherlands again. It's the last edition of the year, and I must admit it was the biggest show so far. They added rows with tables. There are plenty of new table holders, and it was a massive crowd today. You will see it in the small videos I took during the show. It's almost finished now, but I'm here at my table. I'll just show you a couple of items I would like to share with you. First, to start with, this is one of my favorite items here. It's a Mountain Trooper Edelweiss badge. It's an officer version, and it's actually a bullet embroidered piece. It's a very rare badge to find compared to the normal ones you will see, and it's a beautiful. You see the thickness as well. It has a nice backing, and it's for sale for 375 euros. So moving on this Mountain Trooper stuff, here in the cabinet, I have this lovely officer mountain cap. It's a summer version. As you can see, it was used in Mediterranean times. It has discolored from the sun. It has really the sun fading that everybody likes to see. It has an original applied officer T-shape insignia on the front, and of course the Mountain Trooper Edelweiss on the side. And you will see the inside shows similar wear to the rest of the cap. It has been nicely worn. It's a beautiful cap. More than that, one of my favorite items here is this gas mask canister. It's a tan camouflaged, also matches with the hat I just showed you. Tan sprayed, and it's just a beautiful piece. These are faked heavily, but I can fully trust you and tell you that this is 100% genuine camouflage gas mask. It's complete, and it even has the name inside and the field post number of the soldier. So beautiful. The gas mask is also inside. So then here on the back, I just made a small mannequin with a nice Red Cross Sanitator or medic shirt. Super rare version with a printed cross instead of the stitched one you often see. Comes with the M43 SS cap, single button one, and underneath we have a oak leaf pattern smock in HBT mint, and here we have the M43 SS jacket. So I just took this for a bit of display here at the show. It's not sold yet. Of course, it's expensive items, but it's a nice eye catcher for all the people coming here to the show. I bought many items today as well, and for that I will talk about those items when I get back at my place, so I can give a little bit more a detailed description of all the items. So I'll see you back at my place, and I'll show you a bit more of the show now. Thank you. Guys, so here we are back in the store. We just unloaded the car, and as promised, I would make another video about the items I bought at the show and give some explanation with all the items. So firstly here, I bought a nice variety of shoulder boards, M36 artillery straps. You will see these are actually not issued. I think they're still in mint condition. They even have tailor markings still here. They have the red piping for artillery. So the red piping. The piping is in wool. So wool means actually this is probably a shoulder board made before 1940. Also the dark color, of course, will indicate it's an M36 shoulder board, and of course that is also pre-1940. After 1940, they made shoulder boards like this with just pale green on the front. And this is an example for the infantry with white piping. The piping here is already from a rayon or kind of silkish material, so it's already a later made example. I would say that this would be made in 1940, 1941. And then the silver tress, of course, with the star is for the rank of a Feldwebel, which would be a sergeant in today's ranks. Moving on to a little bit of rarer boards. So here we have a pair of green piped boards. Green are boards piped for Jaeger or mountain troopers. In this case, 99th Regiment is a mountain troop regiment. And the special thing about these boards is, of course, they are made in waterproof material. And these boards are made for the wind jacket, the double, the wind jacket with the double rows of buttons. You see that the mountain troopers often wear. So it's a super rare pair of boards. And as you can see, they are still in an unissued mint-ish condition. I'm very happy to obtain this pair of boards. And then here is another pair of early coastal artillery boards. Yeah, you can see these were heavily worn, and it's actually a tailor-made pair of boards, so not the standard pair you often see, but must have been made by a local tailor, maybe in France or Belgium or something where they were located. It's a nice pair of coastal artillery boards. I bought some wound badges here, black wound badges, unmarked examples. Always nice to have these. So then here we have a couple of nice medals. Most of them are Iron Crosses. I will just unpack them a little bit. They're still wrapped. And this is a nice example here. Okay, so here we have a few Iron Crosses. So if you can see, this one is actually a nice mint condition Iron Cross second class. You will see here, this is actually an unmarked example. So sometimes you will see a maker mark in the ring. This is an unmarked example, but the design of this cross is actually by Wachter and Lange. It is a number 100. It's a maker mark number 100 normally. And how can you tell? This particular maker has a smaller swastika than a normal Iron Cross, like the one you will see here. This is a normal type Iron Cross. It's a little bit smaller and raised swastika, and that's how you can often tell it's a Wachter and Lange. Also, Wachter and Lange crosses you often find in this exquisite mint condition, as in my opinion, a hoard find was done many years ago of these crosses, and that's why you can often find these crosses in superb condition like this one, never issued, still nice frosty frame. So next to it we have you have a Schinkel design cross. It's actually a First World War design cross with smaller legs, and it's of course much rarer than any other Iron Cross second classes there are. And then here we have a nice a medal bar, 4-piece medal bar, a World War II medal bar with the Iron Cross second class, the War Merit Cross with swords, Eastern Front medal, and of course the occupation medal of Czechoslovakia. Then just here on the side we have a nice SS cap removed Bevo skull, and you can see the back as well. It was removed from a cap, but it's still in nice condition, and as you might know, these skulls are very hard to find today. So that's what was the medal and the small part. Now moving on to some bigger material. I was very stoked that I found this beautiful Belgian Adrian helmet. What's special about this helmet, it's actually made of aluminium. And this is actually an officer helmet, so a Belgian officer helmet. It's named as well here. You will see it here, the name is here. And it's actually, for the first time in my life, it's a big helmet. I have a 60 size head, so it's super nice to find a helmet in this size, and yeah, quite a rare piece as well because it's a lightweight officer helmet. So very happy to have found this in Holland. Then here we have a nice Luftwaffe Fliegerbluse, flight blues. It's in mint condition, never issued. It still has the blue glass buttons. Be careful here, you see if you drop one of these jackets on the floor, it can sometimes break the buttons. It's still attached by the strings, but the buttons, you have to be really careful when you put this on the floor. The jacket has the original applied zigzag breast eagle, and you can tell it easily by flipping it around. And how can you tell it's original applied? Well, the thread is the same thread as used for the making of the tunic, and of course there are no other stitching holes visible next to the ones that we see here. The special thing about this jacket is, of course, the maker mark. It's made by E-Rights. E-Rights was a company in Antwerp, Belgium, and it's, of course, amongst Belgian collectors, a thing everybody wants to have. It's these Belgian-made jackets. So this was made in occupied Belgium, but with German standards. So a nice Belgian-made Luftwaffe jacket. Another jacket we have here is one of my favorite jackets there is. It's an M36 field blouse for a normal standard enlisted man field blouse. It still has the full length, the pleats and the pockets are complete. The dark color, which makes it an M36 tunic, and 5 buttons, of course. Now this tunic is completely untouched. It still has the original applied collar tabs, having lemon yellow piping, which would be for a signal unit or Nachrichten unit. Now, of course, the beautiful thing about this tunic is it still has the original applied eagle, and how can we tell? It's actually applied by zip and flip. So the top stitching was machine stitched. You can still see a few machine stitches right over here, and then it was folded over, and the rest was finished by hand. How can you tell as well that it's been original applied? Of course, because there's no stitching lines through the lining here. If it was reapplied, the stitching lines would be through the lining, or you would see that they opened the lining, but in this case the lining was not opened. Another nice thing to see is if you have these holes here for the inner belt support straps, and if you fold them way enough, you will find, just a moment, it's not the easiest fold to make. You will find here the original stitching line of the breast eagle. So that's a really nice thing to see. And here we have the size markings. The maker mark is here. Size mark is a chest 90, which is like normal size jacket, so it would fit a normal mannequin. And then F was the depot in Frankfurt, and dated 1939. So pre-war jacket in excellent condition. Super rare to find. And no mud holes, no damages, just yeah, beautiful tunic. Really very happy to have found this as well. Another jacket here, nice army panzer, so panzer because it's pink piping, dress tunic or Waffenrock. It has a little bit of mud damages, but I really like this tunic because it's a rare branch to find, and yeah, it's just a nice jacket as officer jacket. Yeah, you find these a lot in enlisted types, but an officer panzer dress tunic is quite hard to find. Then moving on. So this is a nice pair. Found this at the show. It's gold piped for cavalry, or later in the war would be reconnaissance or afklarings troops. And it comes with the matching M43 cap, officer M43 cap, with the officer piping on top. Of course, the insignias have been removed on this cap because this was probably worn in captivity in a prisoner of war camp, so they had to remove the insignias. And then you can also see here the cap is a late war cap with mismatched colors, so brown, black, gray inside. It has a nice factory maker mark, but then it's also marked here, the unit marked, and also named to the soldier here. And of course, the nice thing is that the M43 cap has the same name of the soldier of the officer inside. So quite nice to find this as a set. I will probably offer them together on the website as well in the future. Let me see what else I can show you. So here's a nice gas mask canister. I showed it in a previous video as well. I always go and look to find these. It's a three-colored camouflaged gas mask canister in typical Normandy patterns, as it was referred by collectors. It's been used, but still it has a fair amount of paint on it, and I believe, or I hope so, the gas mask is still inside. There we go. And the spring is also still inside. So it's a beautiful Normandy camouflage gas mask. It's of course the gas mask everybody is looking for today. Put this in. Then another special gas mask canister is this one. It's actually a Luftwaffe gas mask canister. So it used to be a green one. You can see it here. The inside is still green, and also the rim. The rim is still green, but the outside painted blue for a Luftwaffe issue. It doesn't have the gas mask inside anymore, but the canister, of course, it's the most important thing. It's also maker marked here, EPH, and dated 1943, and it has a Waffenamt acceptance stamp. Most of the times gas masks are stamped and dated, maker marked and dated on this lid, and then if you open the lid, most of the times you will find spare glasses for the gas mask itself. I will show you another special gas mask canister. So this is a normal canister, but the special thing, of course, here is the mask itself. So pulling out of the mask, here we go. So this is actually often called by collectors Navy or Kriegsmarine gas mask, or just a gas mask for communications. So this hole in the side would be for a microphone to put in, so they would communicate with the gas mask on. So a very hard to find gas mask. The canister is a normal issue canister. Doesn't have any special markings. I can see here, like in the previous one, this one is dated 1938, has the acceptance stamp, and also maker mark, yeah, JSD 1938. So yeah, but of course the canister is not that special here. It's more the mask itself. So three special. Yeah, I will put it in later. You know how hard it can be sometimes. Then just a very nice Gladiator M38 type helmet, three-piece helmet. Why a three-piece helmet? This is one piece, one piece, one piece, and you see a seam in the middle. So three-piece. You have them in two pieces or in one piece as well. I bought this helmet because it's a very nice example. The decal is 100%, very sharp details, and you can see the inside. In my opinion, never been issued. Still has the information decal on the back rim, size marked 75. The leather is still in perfect condition, and the chin strap is complete. So you often find these helmets, but in this condition, I'm always keen on buying them. What else can I show you? Oh, this is nice. So here is a trench binoculars. So you would look here and put this out of the trench. It's a World War II example. So most of the times you find these in World War I. It has a typical tan color, so probably a wartime produced example. And it's maker marked also here. DOW has a serial number as well. So typical German markings right over here. And it still works and functions well. So when I look inside, you can still see the degrees and everything, so it's nice. Yeah, nice piece. Then that was about the stuff I wanted to show you. There's a little bit more. The stuff I'm showing you now actually is something maybe interesting for you as well as a customer. This stuff that was brought to me for consignment. So what we also do on the website is we sell a lot of stuff for collectors. If you want to have a high price for your items, you can always try and sell it through us. So you just give the stuff to us. We make the photographs, make the description, and sell it for you. You will find all the information on the website. On top of the website, there's a little file called consignment, and there you'll find all the information. So I'll show you two items I got in consignment. So here's another nice Fliegerbluse, similar to the one I just showed. It also has the original plied zigzag breast eagle. The tunic is in perfect condition. This one doesn't have the glass buttons, but the Bakelite buttons. It's also in mint condition, and you will see here the eagle is original applied as well. No previous stitches or whatever, and made with the same thread as a jacket. And nicely maker marked, late war maker mark RBN number, and the Luftwaffe acceptance stamp here, dated 1943. And very special is, of course, here is the tailor tag still on the sleeve. So this jacket was actually never issued. So and of course these size markings would be the same that you would see in the inside of the jacket. So one of the items we got in consignment. Here's another one. It's a carrying rack for munition boxes to put on your back. It's complete with all the side straps as well. These are maker marked on the frame, but I really have to look. I didn't look where the maker mark is, so I have to study it a bit more to find out. But it's a nice rack, complete and in very good condition. So this will be on the website very soon. Also a consignment piece brought to us at the stand. Then to end, I did find something for my own collection, something I was looking for a long time. So it's a double decal navy helmet. You will see, of course, the decal is a bit damaged, sadly, but this helmet is rarer than any paratrooper or SS helmet, in my opinion. Most of the times you will find navy helmets, double decal navy helmets with the tricolor shield removed as per 1940 regulations. So this one still has it, and you can see that this is typical damage you will see on navy helmets, because an original navy decal is actually made of two pieces. It's a black layer and then a gold eagle placed on top, and that's why sometimes they call this the rim. If you look a bit closer, but you will see here around the swastika, and on top of the wingtips, there's a little black rim which was the eagle, and that's why if it's damaged, it peels off just where the eagle was. And of course the color is gold and not silver, but sometimes people call a gold decal a Kriegsmarine decal, but it can also be a toned decal. In this case, you will always have to look for the rim. The rim is a typical feature for a Kriegsmarine helmet. So the other decal is luckily still in very good shape, and the inside as well. Still, it's named here and still has a full-length chin strap. And I'm very happy that I found this helmet for my collection. It's, yeah, of course I would rather want one with a decal complete, but in all my years of collecting, it's actually the first helmet that I could find for a reasonable price to put in my collection. So this one goes in the collection until I find, of course, one with a better decal. But I'm satisfied to have found this at the Houten show. So that was about it from items I wanted to show you. I have bought many more, but then the video would take hours and hours. I just want to make a small opportunity to end this video with this. This is the tankevent.be. It's an event here held only 2 kilometers from my shop, by local community, and it's this summer. It's tanks driving around. It's a second edition, and they asked me to host a Militaria show there, so it will be the first time as well. There will be a Militaria show. If you are a dealer or a collector and you want more information about stalls or renting a stall there to sell your stuff, just get in touch with me, and I'll send you all the information you want. You want. So that was that. So to end the video, I would like to thank you, of course, to watch it. And I would like to thank everybody at the Houten show who especially came to me to say hi because of the videos, and gave me the thumbs up that I'm doing a good job. So that makes it, of course, for me nice to make new videos. So don't be ashamed if you see me and you want to say hi. It's really nice that people do that, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you for that. And I wish you all happy holidays and a happy end of the year, a good Christmas with all your family and beloved ones. And I'll be making more videos next year as well. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe on the channel if you haven't already done so.